Hello everybody and welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. It is me, Dark Mazda, for Dark Mazda Series Gaming. We are continuing our series on Road to Mythic with a new meta deck which is called Orzhov Tokens. And we're going to run through the cards in the deck and we're going to see how they synergize with each other and basically see how the deck works. We're going to run through it and then we're going to have a few matches to see if we can increase our rank. Last time we left with the Selesnya enchantments. We only managed to get a couple of notches on our belt on Platinum 3, aiming towards Platinum 2. So anyway, let's start off and have a look at the deck. So first off, we have got a Dockside Chef. So yeah, we can, for 2 mana, we can sacrifice an artifact or a creature and we can draw a card. So this is good if we need to pull a certain card out. We've also got our good old Shambling Ghast. So we can either make a creature an opponent controls get -1/1 until the end of the turn. So it's a good way to get rid of a 2/2 if you block with it and then -1/-1. Or we can ramp and create a treasure which can help us ramp up so that we can cast our biggest spells in the deck. So next up we have got a Professor of Symbology. Basically when the Professor of Symbology enters the battlefield we learn, and that gives us access to our sideboard. So in our sideboard we have got Environmental Sciences to search for a basic land. We can reveal it and it gives us 2 life. We've got Inkling Summonings, which we can create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature with flying. We've got Pest Summoning. We can create 2/1 black and green pest creature tokens, and when they die, we gain 1 life. We've got Legion Angels. So when you put a Legion Angel into the battlefield, we can reveal a card we own named Legion Angel from outside the game and put it into our hand. So we can have 4 copies of that. We've got 1 in our deck. And we've got Mascot Exhibition, which will create a 2/1 white and black Inkling flyer, a 3/2 red and white spirit creature, and a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature. So that's it for the sideboard. Where were we at? So that's Professor of Symbology. We've got a Deadly Dispute. So if we decide to block something, we can do a chump block. Say if we defend with one of these, and we can just sack it off, and that will give us 2 cards and create a treasure. So technically if we chump block with one of these, we make a treasure and we can also make another treasure, so good value. We also have Rite of Oblivion. So as an additional cost to cast this spell, we have to sacrifice a non-land permanent. So we exile target non-land permanent, and it's got flashback, so we can potentially cast it twice. So, that's 8 lots of removal there. I mean, obviously it gets more expensive for the flashback cost, but, it's handy. A lot of decks do need removal, and removal can sometimes get rid of those pesky creatures that you otherwise cannot deal with by defending. We've also got a Vanishing Verse. Exile target mono-coloured permanent. So if we have a red creature, we can get rid of a red creature. If it's red-green though, we wouldn't be able to do that because it's not mono-coloured. Got 2 copies of the Meat Hut Massacre. Everybody knows what this card does, but if you don't, let's quickly run through it. When it enters the battlefield, each creature gets -X/-X until the end of the turn, and -X/-X is the number of mana put into it. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you gain 1 life. So that's handy for God so many reasons. So we'll put this to good use, and that's especially where the tokens come in play, because if we get loads of tokens on our field and they've only got 10 life and we've got 10 tokens, we can meat hook and get rid of those 10 tokens on our side, and it'll take 10 life off them. So that's always a plus. Nice cheap win tactic. Well, not cheap win, everybody does it. So there we go. We've got the Restoration of Iganjo, and we can search our library for a basic plains card, reveal it and put it in our hand, and then we may discard a card. When you do, we return a permanent card with mana value 2 or less from our graveyard to the battlefield. So we can call pretty much any of some of that removal we can get back. We can get a Shambling Ghast or a Dockside Chef, Professor of Symbology if we want a card from our sideboard. I mean, the options are there, so it gives us that. And then it comes back as the Architect of Restoration, and whenever it attacks or blocks, it creates a 1/1 colourless spirit creature token. More tokens. Wedding Announcement, more tokens if we attack with 1 creature, but if we attack with 2, we get to draw a card. After 3 counters appear on it, it transforms, and creatures we control get +1/+1. Legion Angel, we looked at that in the sideboard. As soon as we cast that, we can put another one into our hand. We can potentially have a few of those on. We've got our first Planeswalker, Sorin the Mirthless. So he is pretty sweet. He comes in with 4 loyalty. For +1, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card and put it into your hand. If you do, you lose life equal to its mana value. For a -2, we create a 2/3 black vampire creature token with flying and lifelink. And for 7, -7 that is, Sorin the Mirthless deals 13 damage to any target, and we gain 13 life. And we have got 1 copy of that in there. We've got Edgar, Charmed Groom. Other vampires we control get 1/1. When Edgar Charmed Groom dies, we return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control, and then it turns into Edgar Markov's Coffin. And at the beginning of our upkeep, we create a 1/1 white and black vampire creature token with lifelink and put a bloodline counter on Edgar Markov's Coven. Then if there are 3 or more bloodline counters on it, remove those counters and transform it, so we get Edgar back, and we repeat the process. We have also got Lolth, Spider Queen. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a loyalty counter on Lolth, Spider Queen. For 0, you draw a card and we lose 1 life. For -3, we create 2/1 black spider creature tokens with menace and reach. For 8, we get an emblem with whenever an opponent is dealt command damage by 1 or more creatures you control, that player lost less than 8 life this turn, they lose life equal to the difference. And lastly, we have got Emeria's Call, Emeria's Shattered Skyclave. It's either a land, so it enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. Or we can create 2 4/4 White Angel Warrior creature tokens with flying. Non-angel creatures you control gain it indestructible until your next turn. So that's going to be handy for a late game spell. And then we have got our lands. So let's have a quick run through here. We've got 2 Cave of the Frost Dragons. We've seen these before. For 5 mana, it becomes a 3/4 White Dragon creature with flying until the end of the turn, but it's still a land. We have also got Iganjo, Seat of the Empire. We can either use it as a land or we can use it for its channel cost. So we discard it and it deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, and it costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature that we control. Always handy if we need to defend against something, or if something gets blocked we can actually destroy it, or deal 4 damage to it. Yeah, 4 planes. We've got Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 4 mana. It becomes a 3/3 with menace, and we can exile a target card from the defending player's graveyard. Swamps. We got Takenuma, Abandoned Maya. We can either use this as a land or we can discard it, mill 3 cards, then return a creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand, and that ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature we control as well. We've got the dual lands here. Shattered Sanctum enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more of the lands. Field of Ruin, just in case we want to get rid of somebody's Hive of the Eye Tyrant, or Seagate Restoration? No, something of the Giants, the blue one that's like a 7/7. Yep, you know which one I mean. And Roadside Reliquary. We can tap and add for colourless mana, or for 2 we can tap it and sacrifice it, draw a card if we control an artifact, draw a card if you control an enchantment. And that is it, guys. We're going to see how this deck performs in the ranked ladder. We're going to try and increase our rank towards Platinum rank 2 and further if we so do desire. As always, if you are liking the content, please give me a like and a sub. Tell people about me. Yeah, you don't really have to, but it would be nice if you did. So let's go and see how this deck performs then. So this will be the first time that we have used this deck, the Orzhov Token deck. We're going to start with this hand. It looks pretty promising. We've got a bit of removal here for mono coloured. Got a ramp. Let's see what we can do. Is it a mono white deck? Seems like it is. Well, let's get the wedding announcement out. And we'll hit the one. Also, it looks like it's a Boros deck at the moment. So we have got our... Do you know what? We're going to vanish and verse it. Let's have a look. Gonna need a black source, I think. We only attack them with 1 so that we get the tokens. Right, so he's going to get rid of that one, that's fine. That's fine, we've got plenty more in our deck. And we'll grab a plains. Well, now we just attack with everything. So he's done us a favour there. Would have been nice to have the 1+1, but now we can do 4 damage a turn. So, and we've also got our meat hook, so we can deal an extra 4 damage if we need to. Okay, we can't anymore because obviously now he's doom scarred us. That's just typical. But it's alright, we've ramped up a little bit. So let's discard a plains. And what do we want to bring back? I mean, we can get a shambling gas back. There we go. We'll just go to next. So it's a Redain. Alright. So let's get rid of Redain. And play it for 3. Could actually do it for 2. Actually, we'll do it for 2. And then we use the -1/-1 from the Shambling Ghast to finish off the Redain. Then we've got Sorin next turn. Well, he definitely needed that. Professor of Symbology. Well, let's get our Sorin out first.
Out of my way! I have a way to stop. You will serve me well.
What do we want to get here? I mean, we can try Mascot Exhibition for next turn. We've got 7 mana, so it could work. Okay, so they got our Sorin. That's fair play. I'm guessing we just attack that, defend that one.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Right, they both... Well, I mean, if they both gonna attack Sorin, he's gonna die anyway. We can't really do anything to defend against that, so we'll just have to no block.
Things have not gone my way.
Right, we'll get a Legionnaire Angel out. We'll get another one. And we will cast that one as well. And we're going to attack with all these. Double block with the Legion Angels for the Goldspan Dragon. Or we can get rid of the Cave of the Frost Giant. He's going to put a counter on the Goldspan. So what we're going to do is we're going to double block the Goldspan because that's the immediate threat. Yep. And yeah, we are sacrificing one of them, but doesn't particularly matter. Oh, snakeskin veil. Alright. Like that is it. Still dies. Rite of Oblivion. Oh, he gives up. So there you go. We got one notch back on our belt. So that last one was a bit of a tough match, but we managed to get ourselves through it. We're going to see how we keep progressing. So let's go. We've got 2 mana here, but we'll get that out first. Not quite sure what the thought was behind that. Right, so we can just get rid of this with the Vanishing Verse, I guess. What does it do? Can't block. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, it's in your graveyard. Your turn, you may cast it from your graveyard this turn. Right, okay, so let's have a look. What can we do? Vanishing Verse. You want to Vanishing Verse it? We'll get the chef out. Do we control an artifact or do we control an enchantment? Oh, we do, so there we go. We'll do that. At least we've got our land drop for the next turn. Yep. That's fine, we'll take 2 damage. We'll get our blocker out. What we gonna do then? Should we get the Inkling? And we'll get another one. Into our sideboard. We don't need mascot. We want something. We'll get environmental sciences just for the in case we miss our mana drop next turn. Oh, that's an awful card. We don't like that one. Is it mono-coloured? It is mono-coloured, so we'll get rid of that because we don't want it on the board. That's an awful card. Oop. Now what do we need? I mean, we've got white. We'll go for a white. And then we can use that. Discard a card. Right. No, we don't want to discard a card, so... no attacks, we'll just end the turn. It's my turn. We can deadly dispute, so that's good. We'll get Edgar out though. We've got instant removal for it. Well, that's alright because he comes back as the coffin, so that's fine. So it comes back as the coffin and we get tokens every turn. Each player sacrifices a creature. It depends which one he picks, I guess. And which one are you picking then? Oh, the beginning of combat, right. So what you picking then? Draw a card and you lose 1 life. Oh, you don't? Then we can get rid of that one as well. And what else can we do? Well, I guess we attack them for 4 here. Oh, while we're there, we might as well deadly dispute this. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. Oh, we've got our land drop as well. So next turn we can do our 2/4/4 angel tokens. Got indestructible, so it doesn't matter. And this is what we were leaving this for. The Rite of Oblivion. So we'll get our Sanctum out. We'll use this and get rid of that. We'll exile this one. Taken 2 damage off himself. We've got the coffin back, and he gives up. So there we go, that's our second win in the bag. I enjoyed that match. So I enjoyed that last match. We seemed to have a decent match against the last opponent. We couldn't really do anything against our Edgar, could he? So we've got we're going to start with both hives into Iganjo unless we draw a white source. We'll get the wedding announcements out, get the dockside chef out, why not? Right, we up against an Orzhov deck. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do? Sacrifice an artifact or a creature, draw a card. Right, no. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're waiting. We'll wait till he attacks and we'll chump block it. Right, the Righteous Valkyrie. Yep, thought we'd have to chump block. So this chump block will work because it doesn't have trample. Then we just deadly dispute our dockside chef. Ramp up for a treasure token. We have got a white source now. Let's see. So we need to ideally Rite of Oblivion both of these, but the most threatening one at the moment will be the Righteous Valkyrie. For 4 mana we can... Oh, actually, what we'll do then is we'll get rid of this one. It does the most damage. Sacrifice a non-land permanent. Right, okay, so wait there, cancel. We will target a non-land permanent, so we'll get rid of that one. We'll sacrifice ours. We'll get a treasure. And we'll just take the damage off his next turn. We don't want him to get too much life, because if he gets 27 life, everything he has gets +2/+2. So we are going to deal with the Righteous Valkyrie in a moment. We just needed to get rid of the other one. Right, so he's gaining 2 life. Yep. Ooh, he's almost there. Well, he is going to be there now, but we will deal with that. Oh, damn. Right, okay. Fair play. We'll get rid of that one. Need rid of it. And can we meet hook for 1? We can meet hook for 1. Question is, do we want to? Yes, because this thing puts a 1/1 counter on things. Or do we keep it for the next turn? We'll keep it for the next turn. We're going to use this for the land. We're going to Professor of Symbology. Environmental Sciences. Right, yep. We'll leave that at that. Okay, that's fine, we expected it. But we meet Hooken next turn, so it doesn't really matter what he does here. We'll play our planes. So we meet Hooken for 3. I'm glad one of them was a land. What's he doing with the next one? Cave of the Frost Dragon. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Good stuff. We're gonna start some pain now. We get some wedding announcements out. Should we get Edgar out? No, we'll get another wedding announcement. Yep, okay. Taking damage, are we? What I can do, gain 2 life. Put an Edgar out. Tap with everything. He'll lose all of his life before I do. Let's attack with all these. And we'll get rid of his... He can't deal with another one of those. So what's he going to do now then? Is he going to Cave of the Frost Giant again? Frost Dragon, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. totally fine. We'll say good game. That's a good game. And there's our next victory. That's our third notch on our belt. So here we are, another matchup. Let's see what we can do. We'll keep this, it looks good. Bit of a slow start, but it'll be good by turn 3. We've got a few wedding announcements coming. That's a nice swamp card. Yeah, we'll just oh, it's got a Kaito out.
Get in, get out. Easy mission. I know something you don't know.
He's phased out, okay, that's fine. Phasing out is a good tactic.
Now, what do we have here?
Oh. So, yeah, we're definitely right of Oblivion in this one. Why didn't that work? Have I missed something there?
Now this is a juicy secret.
Ah, it only triggers once each turn. Right, that was why. Okay, that's fine. Bit of a harsh card, but it is what it is, right? Well, I guess we just right of Oblivion the Kaito. Yeah, let's discard that. We'll get the Shambling Ghast back. okay. You keep losing 2 life, my friend.
I know something you don't know.
And I know that your guy's going to get right with Oblivion, so...
I'm hungry. Gonna get a snack.
Probably got another kite already. Yep, I thought as much. I don't know why, but I just knew.
With the right tools, I can...
Does he
There's
phase
no
out?
secret I can't uncover.
I guess he phases out, doesn't he? Oh, he doubles up. Right, yeah, fair enough. Let's have a look. We'll get this first. So he draws a blank.
I know something you don't know.
I know something you don't. Yeah, you need something with reach, to be fair. That's Toxrill, whoop-de-doo. I can still beat you in the next turn. Yeah, I think... think that's a good game. Well, that was a hard match, especially because of that card there. Jin Gritax, or whatever it's called. Pretty nasty card. Let's just take a quick look at that card. A Phyrexian Praetor. Jin Gitaxius Progress Tyrant. And it was mainly a pain in the bum because whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant or sorcery spell, it counters that spell. This ability triggers only once each turn, so really you have to cast 2 spells if you want to get rid of it. And that bumped us a couple of times there. So we are continuing on with our quest to get to Platinum Rank 2. It's going really well at the moment. We've had about 3 wins off the trot, so we're quite happy with that. Does this look like it's a good hand? Yeah, we'll keep it. Well, Frost Dragon first. Okay, we haven't got a black sauce, but it's okay. Let's hope we don't. Let's hope we get a land next turn. If we don't, it's definitely unlucky. That is definitely unlucky. So what can we do? We discard a card. Which one do we want to get rid of? So we need those. We'll just get rid of a Shambling Ghast, I guess. Oh, we drew a dud. This could be detrimental. A swamp would be nice next turn. No. Way, we haven't even got any land. I mean, we've got a 43% chance of supposedly drawing some land. Ah, here we go. Finally, we're off the starting block. Now, do we want a search first, or do we want a couple of Shambling Ghasts out? I guess we're doing that. We've got something to at least defend with. Oh, he's got a Toxel out. Yeah, it's definitely a good game. Oh no, we've got what we needed there. Oh, we're really just playing bad catch up here now. We missed so many lands that it's really put a damper on our game here. So let's get rid of this. So we'll one block that, then we'll destroy it. let's see what we need. We need a black sauce, don't we?
Consider yourself fortunate our motives align.
Do this because we need to use.
You deal with this annoyance.
Needed to use 3 of her loyalty points. Yep, thought she would do that, so that's
Sorry,
good.
you don't make the grade.
Right, because we're going to meet up for 2 next turn. That's fine, you can do that.
Without me, we're all
It's just a
doomed.
strategy to survive a little bit longer. Oh, we've got another top thrill to deal with.
Never thought I'd miss the library. Ugh! There has to be an answer here.
Unfortunately, sometimes you have matches where you can't draw any mana, like the previous match, and then you're playing catch-up all game. Yep, and it just ends badly. I don't think we would have won that match anyway, with the fact that he had a couple of Toxrills out on us. Let's have a look. Do we want to get into the same position we were last time? Now we do have a white and a black sauce here, so we're just going to go for it. We'll start with the black sauce and we will get the Shambling Ghast out. And let's see, do we need both? We'll get this out so it comes in untapped. So they've got a cleric class. we go. Just destroy some of their value. So Luminarch Veterans out. Hallowed Priest. Well, we can meet up for 2 here. Do we want to? Yeah, we'll meet up for 2. We've got another one in hand. We've also got another Rite of Oblivion. Yeah, that's fine. We're not bothered about that. We'll get a wedding announcement out. Yeah, we'll get this out as well. We'll search for planes. We can actually use that, I think. No, we can't. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the Righteous Valkyrie. Do we want to discard a card? Yeah, we'll discard the planes. So this is where this is going to come in handy. We'll do this. We'll get rid of the Righteous Valkyrie. We sacrifice the Shambling Gas that we just got back. And then we -1/-1 on this here. So we technically get rid of both of these creature cards. We can put another Shambling Gas out. And we can attack with this one. And we get another token. Oh, lovely. So they're trying to ramp now. Got another Righteous Valkyrie. Alright, that's fine. What are we doing now then? Sacrifice this guy. Get rid of that. Because I don't want him to have the life gain. I've got another Shambling Ghast. No attacks. There we go. And get a bit more value. What's he want? He's going to go for the Architect, right? No. Skyclave Apparition. That's fine by me. So, if we... What do we do? 3... Right, next what we're going to do is we're just going to attack with everything. And then we can meat hook for like 1 or something. We take extra damage off with everything. and we get to keep our architect that way. Create a treasure token. Right, let's see. So if we sacrifice it, do we have an enchantment? Do we have an artifact? We do, so we can get 2 cards here. So we do that. We should get 2 cards. Yeah, lovely. And there's our Legion Angel for the next turn. Yeah, it's leveling it up. That's fine. And that's game. There we have it. 2 more notches and we are Platinum Tier 2. Okay, so what have we got this time then? We've got a Plains of Swamp, then a Shattered Sanctum. We've got a Vanishing Verse, which is good. Wedding Announcement. Yeah, this is a good, decent starting hand, I think. So we'll put them in order of what we're going to do. Doesn't matter whether we do Plains or Swamp first. We're up against a mono red by the look of it. So we have to be quick and get rid of the cards that are going to damage us the most. So yeah, that one's gone. Yeah, that's fine. 2 damage. Go for it. So we've got another Rite of Oblivion. So we've got 2 of those. We can actually meat hook these, but we're going to make use of the tokens. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to just wait a little bit to meat hook. No block. And then the turn after this will meet hook. Because he's only got 1 card left. No attacks. Right, so we meet hooking now for 3. We have to say goodbye to our tokens though, unfortunately. But not to worry. He'll probably just flat out concede now. No, he's back in. Yeah, gives up. There we go. We like being against mono red. So one more notch and we are platinum tier 2. So I'm definitely enjoying how this deck is performing at the moment. It's performing well better than the Selesnya Enchantments deck that I was using. So yeah, we're going to keep these. We get into the sideboard straight away. We start with Cave of the Frost Dragon and Hive of the Eye Tyrant, because if we have more than 2 other lands, it comes in tapped. So we're going to make use of not having to do that. Let's see, mono coloured. So we're going to just get rid of that straight away. We don't want that. That gives it too much advantage. So yeah, the deck is performing better than expected. We like it when a plan comes together. Right, we'll get a Professor of Symbology as well. We'll get into our sideboard. Do we need... Yeah, we'll get Environmental Sciences, just in case we miss our land drop. This 3/3 is going to be a bit of a pain, but it's going to be okay. We'll get a swamp, just so we've got even manas. We're going to chump block on our next turn, so we can get 2 more cards and a treasure token. So we'll leave 2 mana spare, and we will just attack with our Shambling Ghast. If he wants to destroy it, that's fair enough. We want the treasure anyway. Right, he knows what we're going to do. So we'll just end the turn. We're going to chump block with the Professor then. Yep, so he did exactly what we thought he was going to do. And then we just deadly dispute ourselves. And we can exile it this turn as well. So what do we want? I think we want a black source now. We'll get rid of it. And then we will get some board presence. Should we leave a deadly dispute? No, we'll go into our sideboard again. What do we want? 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll get a mascot exhibition. Because if we do get another treasure token, we can use that, so that's handy. An Enduring Angel, what does that do? Flying, double strike, you have hexproof. If your life total will be reduced to 0 or less, instead transform Enduring Angel and your life total becomes 3. Then if Enduring Angel didn't transform this way, you lose the game. Wow, whatever that means, that's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Right, let's get, I think we need to get Lolith out now. Lolith out.
Are you enraptured by my beauty? Or do you? My power is for annihilation.
It's got first strike, so we're just going to attack with those 2. Could do some removal now, to be fair. Let's have a look. Draw a card and you lose 1 life. Okay, I mean that's the the best thing, I think.
I always reward
Here we
the
go, it was
loyal.
worth it. Do we want Mascot Exhibition next? Yeah, we do. Oh, no attacks. Wow. It's alright, we'll get rid of Lolth, I'm not bothered about that. 2, 4... Yeah, we're just going to go for 3 blocks there. Not bothered about Lolth dying. We got what we wanted.
And we will slay our enemy. I'm sure you'll miss me.
I'm not quite sure what to do now, because this thing won't die. Flying double strike, you have hexproof. We want them all to attack, really, don't we? But they've all got vigilance, so it's not like anything can happen here. Yeah, they're all just attacking. I mean, I had no chance there, right? What was that all about? Didn't like that. So we've got another 2 notches that we have to bring back now. So we are drawing a close to this video now. The matchup system just wants to pit us against mono red when we can do nothing against them. So, yeah. From our Mastery Pass leveling up, we got a Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms pack. So we're going to go open this up and see what we get. If we get anything that we need. I'm pretty sure we've got most of these. And we've definitely got that before. So, yep, that's that. Well guys, I hope you have enjoyed watching the Orzhov Tokens deck perform. We had some good matchups. We also had some pretty bad matchups where we didn't really seem to do very much against our opponents. It looks as though the mono red deck is still out in force with none of the new cards in its kind of deck, if you know what I mean, in its build up. But we did really enjoy playing this deck. We got a few wins off the bat. I think that we could potentially level up with this deck. We'll play a couple of matches with this deck and then play a couple of matches with our Rakdos deck. You know, we'll see how that goes in the future. We're going to continue showcasing some of the meta decks. We're going to use the untapped.gg meta. So at the moment, mono white aggro is still right up at the top. We've got Naya Humans second. The Orzhov Tokens, which is what we've just been using, which is the black and white mana deck. We've used the Selesnya Enchantments deck, but we didn't find it too great, to be honest. And it's mono red goblins that we've been facing off against recently. So yeah, we'll try out some more new decks with the Kamigawa cards, and we will also try out some of the new meta decks. We will revisit some of these decks in a future episode so that we can tweak them a little bit, see if we can add things to them, see if they have been evolved over the time, if people have put new cards in them which would be beneficial to us, and we'll see how they perform in the future. So if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you very much. It goes a long way to supporting the channel, and give me a like and a sub, and if you have enjoyed the content, please come back next time. For now, that is goodbye from me, and I will see you guys on the flip side.